Hey, how's it going? Coming at you with a daily trade report. I'll try to make it brief. I got up this morning and the market was selling down, 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 down. Yeah, I thought about shorting at some of these areas. I looked at a short right here. One of the things I did different today is I added the 20 period moving average to my 15-minute charts. I primarily trade against 15-minute chart levels these days, and I figured might as well add the 20 because that is a key level of resistance usually. And I did notice that when the market was selling down, there was a rejection here off the 20, and then another one here off the 20, which was really nice because you had a apex on this one between this support level, and that became resistance along with the 20. So that was a really strong move down. Um, there was another there's another rejection right here. You can see this wick right here. So the 20 is paramount. It's prominent. It definitely, the 15-minute candles definitely react to it. So it reacted against it here as well. And this is at about, when the market really starts getting some volume around 8 o'clock, 8:15. And then it came pushing down again really strongly. And I was kind of wishing I would have grabbed this one, but it happened pretty quick. And then the New York session opened at 9:30, and we got a really big push up here. And that first 15-minute candle left a really long wick, at the top. So that got marked because right here at 817, that got marked because I noticed the last few days, every time the market's been selling off, but every time it hits the bottom and then really gets a really strong push up, I mark the top because later on, like maybe 30, 45 minutes later, that's usually a level to pay attention to as far as a back test. And that's what happened today. There was a very powerful back test against that level, and I did catch the beginning of it. The other thing you want to always keep in mind is where was the last pivot before the bounce, the bottom. And in this case, that last pivot before the bottom was right here. And so I marked that wick too. So when it came time to start trying to figure out a place to join this uptrend, I like to wait lately till 10:15, 10:30, 10:45 to get into my trades because I find that's when the trending starts to happen in the market. So I was it was kind of last minute that I put these levels on because I was looking at different levels. I just really wasn't sure about anything. But I finally put these levels on at about, well, at 10:15, that's when I really started looking for trades. So that was right about, I'll mark it for you. 10:15 is right here. That's 10:15. So this was that pivot level, and this was that top of the first bounce 15-minute candle level right here. Those are those two levels: pivot and the top of the 15 after when it started bouncing. So at 10:15 here I am looking for trades, and I see it pulling back to with some decent volume, like rising volume, because you can tell because these candles get kind of squirrely. They get bigger and they get squirrelier, and so I figured something was happening. So I saw it kind of hit this level, and also I saw that this 3450 was here. The 79.90. It's an intermediate level. But the main thing was this. And so I did buy it here, and it came up fast and started wicking back, and I sold it. I was only in it for a few seconds, but I got a nice trade out of that one. And then I was noticing this other one, waiting to see. Okay, so it didn't go that time. It didn't start the trend that time. So I was waiting to see if it would be coming back here. Now, I put the 20 on, remember, and guess what? Double bottom against the 20 right there, as well as bottoming against the 9. These are 15-minute levels, right? I've got them on a 15-second chart, but they're 15-minute levels. So we got a double bottom against this and this, but I really wasn't looking at all that. I really didn't see that till later. What I was looking at was this level, which is the top of that 15-minute candle right here. This first 15-minute candle off the bottom left a huge wick, and that was the level that I marked right there. So price came down to it. I bought it with a decent sized stop in case I was wrong. It did one of those pin head hammers that I talked about the other day that are super powerful, and it just took off. And this was the beginning of a trend. I mean, not a huge trend because obviously it didn't really go that far, but that was a nice push. And so I caught about the first half of this push. So those are the two trades that I did. I did them both within a few seconds of each other. This one I did at 10:20 and 15 seconds, and this one I did at 10:23, 45 seconds. But they're both based on levels that I really believe in, and they both worked out pretty good. And so I got $597 per account, 10 accounts, about 6K trading there. Now I need to get these numbers up to 265,000 to get funded. So I'm kind of going nice and easy, nice and slow right now. I actually cut my risk in half today because I'm not comfortable with risking 20% of my trailing drawdown on a per trade basis. The market just moves too fast, and I could lose too much. So I decided to cut that down to 10%, which seems more of a measured approach to trading. It's going to take a lot longer, but I think it's just there's less stress and there's less anxiety. If I take a stop or two or three, it's not the end of the world, you know. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about: 10% versus 20%. I mean, you know, I'll probably go 10% if and when I get funded. So it's good to just get in the habit of using those types of numbers. But anyway, yeah. So I added 6 accounts the other day. I had 4. That's why these 4. That's why the first 4 have $255,000 on them, and the second 6 have $251,000 because I added these more recently. But these, I'm third of the way there. I need 265. I've got 255, starting at 250. So I'm 1/3 of the way there. I've pretty much had winning days every day for the last several days. So that's really positive. And yeah, those are my 2 trades for the day. And that's really about all I have to say. Take care. I'll talk to you later.